went to Austin, Texas just to do a straight barbecue run, do a 3-day run through. Now my wife's son Tony, he's been there before, so he knows a few places that he was going to take us to, and he wanted to try some new places out. Now he's a good barbecuer himself. He does a good job with brisket and pulled pork, even though he's an engineer by trade. So we flew to Austin, had a great time, and we took in a few of the other things you can do in Austin. Our first stop was Labarbecue, and they had just recently moved into this new location. What's neat is you walk in there and they start slicing you brisket right away and giving you a little taste of it. And in my opinion, I think it was one of the best, if not the best brisket that we had down there. It was tender, it was really good. Mia and my wife had brisket sandwiches, and the mac and cheese was outstanding. I liked their jalapeno sausage, their potato salad, everything was great. So for the first stop, it was great, and we gave this place 5 stars. Breakfast in Austin usually consists of breakfast tacos with meat. We're talking brisket, pulled pork. A little unusual for the Midwest, but I guess it's standard issue here. The first one we tried was Veracruz, and it was very good. And they had some awesome juices. I had fresh squeezed orange juice that was really good. Next on the stop was Valentina's for breakfast. This is a combination of trailer and structure. Once you order your food and get it, you can go and eat in a nice little place to eat. And I gotta tell you, the brisket taco was really, really awesome. Probably one of the best briskets down there. And we have to give this 5 stars also. One of the most famous barbecues is Franklin Barbecue. And like most barbecue places, it started as a truck. I think they've been there since 2011 in a brick and mortar. The great thing about Franklin is that you can order in advance. Like I think we did 10 days in advance, so you don't have to wait in this long line. We picked it up. The only problem is you got to pick it up in the back and then figure out where you're going to go eat it. And we thought a great place to go eat it would be at the Texas Capitol, so that's what we did. We got some dishes, plates, forks, and knives, and went to the Texas Capitol right outside and sat on a bench and had our lunch, and it was good. Brisket is their specialty, so that's what we got with a couple of sides. It was good, but I gave it 4 stars because I thought Labarbecue was better. A must stop if you're in Austin is LeRoy and Lewis. They just have a truck. Unfortunately, we were there at night, so my pictures and video was terrible, so I had to borrow some stuff. They do a little bit different spin. They do some really good vegetarian stuff. Cauliflower and the kale Caesar was tremendous. We tried that. And they also make a great brisket burger that unfortunately I didn't get a chance, maybe on the next trip. And the other unique thing is they do beef cheeks, kind of like brisket. Tony had them. I didn't get a chance to try it, but he said it was tremendous. Here's a picture of the kale salad. I borrowed this one too. But we also give this place 5 stars. You won't be disappointed. These are some of the things we did between barbecue runs. Some interesting things we did. One of them was the Garrison Brothers Distillery. And we took the tour. It's about $10 a person, but definitely worth it. They go from the fermenting process to the distillery. They drive you around the whole ranch, all the way to the bottling process. You can go in there with a hand bottle, seal, and sign every bottle. And all these people here, you can work there if you want to work for free for a week or two. They just feed you and I guess drink all the bourbon you want. I'm not a bourbon drinker, but it was a very interesting tour. And right at the end of the tour, they also give you a free sample. So if you're in the area, it's about an hour outside of Austin. I highly recommend it. Another Between Barbecue Run was the Mexican Latino Art Museum. It's right in Austin. It doesn't look very big from the outside, but it has many, many pieces of art and displays. I think it was only like $7 to get in. If you have the time and you're in the area, definitely recommend it. It was very interesting. We took a ride out to the Zilker Botanical Gardens. Probably not the ideal month, December, to go out there, but it was still pretty. The Japanese gardens were really nice, and it still was a fun 2 hours. Did not realize the LBJ Library and Museum was right there in Austin, so we took a trip through. Very interesting, brought back lots of memories for me and my wife.
I have put the unity of the people first. I have put it ahead of any divisive partisanship. And in these times, as in times before, it is true that a house divided against itself by the spirit of faction, of party, of region, of religion, of race, is a house that cannot stand.
Hello, Lyndon. Well, hello, Lyndon. It's just great to have you there where you belong. You're looking swell, Lyndon, we can tell. Lyndon, you're still glowing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. We hear the band playing and the folks saying.
I shall not seek, and I will not accept the nomination of my party for another term as your president.
Never mind how hard it's raining, think of all the ground we're gaining, just don't take one step outside.
For all the people like to send to you. In the beginning,
I got a letter from LBJ.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
There is no Negro problem. There is no Southern problem. There is no Northern problem. There is only an American problem.
But Lyndon Johnson told the nation, have no fear of escalation.
You know when you plan one of those things that look good on paper and sounds good until you have to do it? Well, that's kind of how I felt when we had to get up at 1:30 to be at Snow's Barbecue before 3:30, so we could be 19th in line and wait till 8 a.m. till they open up. But it was worth it. And if you think it's crazy being in line at 3 o'clock in the morning, go watch the Netflix series Chef's Table and the famous Tootsie, the 86-year-old woman who comes in at 1 o'clock every Saturday morning and cooks. She is the head pitmaster there. And as you can see, this is the reason why you get there early. The line started wrapping all the way around the building, and it was getting close, and Kerry, the owner, came out and said that he's going to try to open early because it was so cold. And a little before 8, we got in. And we're only going to make this trip once, so we wanted to sample just about everything. And we did. So we took some pictures, and then we were on our way back to the airport. It was a good time, and a long day.